What it is, guys, it's your old boy Pill coming back at you with another Dokkan Battle video. Today we are running the physical Super Strike events. Are running an appropriate team according to that, the Mono Strength team. We'll go over that in a moment. Per the information we discovered last night, I think our best bet, I did intend initially to awaken both the Gotenks today, and I still think that's probably going to be on platter for next Friday, but we did find out that King Cold and Mecha Frieza are going to be the two better characters for the event we're going into. So I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on Mecha Frieza. Now I have farmed up, sadly, only a few of him. His drop rate kind of sucks. Real talk. His drop rate really kind of sucks. I've been getting about, per 5 runs, maybe 2 to 3 depending. So it's, no, not even that much. Probably about 2. It's less than half. It's not been great. Not the worst drop rate in history, but still not very good at all. So now what we're going to do, there we are. We want to grab a fully awakened Omega Shenron. Because per usual, we're going to keep our team cost down to 52, so that we can get the best possible character we can. Omega Shenron has an enormous plus 3 ki buff for strength types, and plus 70 every other stat. Our team lead is, of course, going to be the Cybernetic Tao Pai Pai that we awakened yesterday. He's a plus 3 ki. For my team, I am also running the UR Cyberman, because he's cheap and he does immense damage. And that actually is kind of huge, but he does hurt your health, so you may want to be careful. I am also running Dracula Man. You will see his special attack is up there, but the only reason I'm running him is because he's a sealer, and he's a good sealer. I am also running this new Goku we just received. He's attack 5,000 at the start of turn, so that's pretty significant. Though, real talk, we're not going to be using him for damage. We're really more using him for damage mitigation. I am also running this Goten. I don't believe he's a free-to-play. I don't think he's farmable. If he is, it's one of the GT events and isn't around right now, but he does extreme damage. So that's why I'm running him. You might want to find a free-to-play alternative. I don't think you're going to find extreme damage, but just to use another high-level STR, because you just want to mitigate the damage. And unfortunately, Goku, and the final Bulma I'm running, which she's a plus 3 ki, that's the only reason I'm running her. She is free-to-play-ish. She comes from the DB summons. DB summons should be considered free-to-play. They are ticket-based, so you're not spending any stones or anything like that. So, in my opinion, they are, I know some people get anal about any kind of summon, but ticket summons, in my opinion, are completely free. So, I think she's a good candidate with that ki buff. So you've got a sealer, we've got a stunner in Tao Pai Pai. We have one immense damage free to play. That's that UR Cyberman. That was the he was the April Fool's Day joke. But real talk, I mean, I've upgraded his SA by throwing 1% Cyberman at him. So he's not to be understated. And of course, free to play STRs, just to keep damage down. Now, we're going to jump in here real quick. The main thing we're going to do is we're going to focus on ki control. We want to have, at all times, max ki for Omega Shenron. He's going to be our powerhouse. We're basically just going to be surviving. I didn't talk about the support items to bring. Really, the only thing I've really needed to bring thus far is Senzu Beans. Other than that, we've been pretty good. And I do have all my metals farmed up, but sadly I don't have all my Friezas farmed up. So we're going to talk about the metals. You've seen how to Dokkan Awaken. It's pretty straightforward. So I'll make it right off the bat. That's perfect. As you see, we only need a little bit of ki for him. Bam. And nothing else matters because he's going to wipe out... Ooh, shit. I screwed up. Ooh, go back. I screwed up. I should have kept Dracula Man on the next rotation. So that's going to hurt a little bit. Sadly... Alright, 1%. Come on. It's running slow. I don't know why it's running slow, but it's running slow. Come on, dude. Alright. What's the thing? Alright. So now, this round, all we want to do is we want to really survive. So I'm going to put the Cyberman at the end, because he's an extreme. He's a fully upgraded. If at all possible, you want to run those fully upgraded units. The regular STRs are going to take a little bit more damage. So, let's just do that. Now I want to keep this red key. Ooh, we got quite a bit of blue key, though. You know what? For the sake of silliness, that blue key is going to be enough to feed Omega, so that'll be good. It doesn't really honestly matter what color you feed him, so long as you have enough to fill up his bar. Since we have a +6 and we have other key buffs on the table, that should be more than adequate. Unfortunately, this hit is going to hurt our health a little bit, but nothing I don't think we can handle. Perfect. Now the big question is, are we going to get hit hard? I'll tell you what. Yeah. The reason that he has a key buff is because Goten is a GT type. All GT types have a plus key. So I'm going to do this, and hopefully maybe Tao will get off the stun. We'll see. There we go. Now I made a critical mistake here at the beginning. My sealer is not around. I think he comes up next turn, but... yeah. I think he comes up next turn, but it is not preferential. I would really have preferred to have him around to prevent damage on this round. That means that's probably going to cost us a Senzu. Alright. And he is not stunned. But I didn't kind of think he would be because the chance to stun is rather rare. Now once again, we have a lot of blue key, and that should be more than enough to feed Omega. So we're just going to do this. And on next turn, we are going to wreck him with Omega. Alright, got the seal off. That's good news. Now, as you see, notice no one's really doing any real damage aside from Omega. All we're really doing is distracting and blocking. We want Omega is our powerhouse. He's the one that's going to be doing all the damage. Alright, I'm going to take a big gamble here. Frieza won't be able to super read, but he shouldn't be able to do too much damage. I think most of the time his damage is around 8,000, so we'll just be able to squeak by. Hopefully. Ooh, perfect. Yeah, I forgot that Omega has a guard, so that's good. So that's that. Now that is the final Awakening Medal. We'll go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Sadly, I'm not quite ready to awaken Frieza. Sadly. I did not farm up enough of him, and I don't feel comfortable having to upgrade extra SSRs, other than for the extra 5 that we need for the, well, technically, theoretically 10, but the extra few that we need to get the SA-15. I just don't feel comfortable with that. That's fairly expensive. So I'd rather wait and get that done right. Let me show you here real quick. So I have 6 Mecha Friezas. So that's 4 more I would have to add after the Awaken. That's not wise. But we do have... Let's grab one here. Ooh. I'll grab this one and go ahead and Z-Awaken him. It needs to be max level. Alright, well, screw it. I thought he was max level, but I wasn't paying attention, so irrelevant. Here's our Awakening medals. Where's Frieza? So we have all 7 of the Frieza medals that we need. That's good. So all we need to do is farm up the other 4 Friezas, and we're ready to go. We'll fully awaken him. I'll probably do that in tomorrow's video, and I will discuss tomorrow running the Goku event. I'll give it a shot with the SA10s and SA11s that I have. I don't have high hopes, but maybe on the lower levels we can at least do a little bit of damage. And it gives us something to start and to look at and to start planning these, start planning the teams out. I did touch a little bit yesterday on the team building. We talked about what the different characters are and what benefits they have. Now also bear in mind that every single one of these Super Strike characters is going to have the Super Strike Link skill. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Okay, so the Super Strike Link skill is attack plus 20%. That is friggin' significant. Plus, some of these guys have other Link skills as well. Most of them will have Supreme Warrior, that's a +1 key. All the villains will have Coward, that's +1 key. I don't think any of the other ones are relevant. Let me just go ahead and grab... I don't have one awakened here. Let me grab... Where'd he go? Let's do this by attack. There we are. I'm not going to use him in the team. I'm just going to do this for the sake of looking at his... So, he also has Coward, like I said, that's +1 key. He also has Super Strike. And he also has Bombardment. That's +15 attack. So that's huge. And I notice here, Jackie Chan also has Bombardment. Gotenks has Bombardment. Looks like all the Super Strikes have Bombardment. So their attack's going to be massively boosted. Massively boosted. That's good. Very cool. I wasn't aware of that. So, let's keep in mind, we'll do a little damage testing tomorrow with the new characters. Not all will be SA15, some will be SA10. Chilled here is an SA15, so that'll be nice. And we'll see where it goes. And I'll also awaken Frieza tomorrow. Like I said, I just have to finish up some farming. I won't have some time to finish it up before the end of the day, at least to film it, so this is what it is. But we have our goal. We will do an update tomorrow, and we'll have our first attempt at the LR Goku event. Won't be SA15s, and a week next week we will have all of our SA15s, at least for the teams we want, and we'll try to finish off the other ones, and then get into this event and get moving. So other than that, guys, you pretty much know what to expect. I will hopefully see you tomorrow, and then like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know if this was helpful. As always, I appreciate it. And remember, we do have the Gleam campaign still going on. So click on the link below. You get 2 points for subscribing, 2 points for liking my Facebook page. And there's some extra goodies there, and I'm thinking about adding a couple more. So, as I always say, stay subscribed, hit me up a booker, and I will lay your ass out. Actually, I'll lay LR Goku's ass out, hopefully, tomorrow.